Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of God of War Ragnarok. We are right where we ended last time, which is not going through the door back to Sindri's house, I assume, but rather we're going to go explore some of these semi-frozen desert wastes with...
We do not need to rush.
Atreus.
We should see this desert for ourselves.
Look, I know we can't trust prophecy, but I'm not sure we should just ignore what we saw either.
We are not ignoring it. We will discuss it back home. For now, I wish to search for the wounded animal you heard earlier.
You? Really?
Yes.
Well, okay then. Good. Yeah, lead the way.
Oh, are we gonna...
We
No!
should be able to reach the Barrens up top, once we find a way past this hive matter.
I remember these things. Definitely Dark Elf territory.
Yeah, I think the key on these is that you have to be able to hit all of them in a single throw. I hope that's it. What did we get for that? We can't go in here, can we? Okay. That's cool. Oh, wait. So what did we do? I wasn't paying enough attention. I don't know if this crack was here before. Let's assume that it unsealed this.
Brother, you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They would foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes. Carry on then.
There's an episode of Home Improvement where Tim has a meal created by... Oh, hold on. Let's see if we can get it right about there when he comes back around. It was like cooked with like power tools and stuff, like with an acetylene blowtorch and stuff. And then later in Home Improvement, they did a clip show where the character of Tim Taylor then looked back at basically a clip of the episode, and he was just muttering to himself that it tasted terrible. And yeah, I bet it did. I mean, I've never had a grilled cheese that was cooked with an acetylene torch, but I can't imagine that it tastes good. It's just blasting chemicals directly into the bread.
Hail, fellow travelers.
Atreus heard a creature in pain in the desert.
Over a storm like this? Most impressive.
You know Alfheim pretty well, right? Do you have any idea what's out there?
No, sorry. The elves and I... Long story, but it's best when we keep out of each other's way. Hive matter is... stickier than I care for. Good luck on your search, though. Stuff some cloth in your ears to keep the sand out. Don't knock it till you've tried it. I'm here for you.
I don't... Oh, no, see, that shut me up. I was literally about to say, I don't think there's anything for us to do, and I forgot we did get a frozen flame.
Boy, I'm glad this axe is in your hands.
Stats and damage increase. I doubt that there's anything else that we're using, at least. Let's look at the blades, but we didn't get any more chaos flames. No, and shields. Again, we can craft something, but I don't want to. What is Rond of Expedition, by the way? So this one is what we're using, which we've already upgraded a couple times with some honed metal. We can increase the defense further. Now that I know that the Rond is the center point of the shield, this one would be... Oh, hold on. This kind of starts off as good as we've already got. Right. But I can't craft this. Oh, so basically this is a fork in the road. The next time I get 2 honed metal, I'll have an option to either increase this one to a defensive 11 or increase this one to a defensive 11, and also we get a cooldown bonus. I cannot possibly imagine why we wouldn't go with the Rond of Expedition. So let's mark that, because, again, maybe I'm not looking at some of these upgrade paths clearly enough, because this one is not just a branch, it's just plainly better.
Have we more to talk about?
Surprised to see you out here, Sindri. You must hate the sand.
Oh, it is the worst. But with Brock banned from Alfheim, it's up to me to keep you ship-shape and sharp.
So why is Brock banned from Alfheim?
Oh, that's, I don't know if... Well, do you know what a juicy noken is?
No.
Well, thanks to Brock, the elves sure do.
What is a juicy...
No.
And then we've got a Mystic Gateway, so we're not going to have to walk 30 meters back the other way when it is time to leave. Oh my god, can you imagine Atreus going on his first date? Like, he's still young enough that I wasn't thinking in those lines, but I mean, the kid is growing up, like, sooner or later. I hope I don't have to attack these.
What are these animals?
Gulon, native to Vanaheim. Not sure what they're doing here.
Someone trained them to pull a sled. Lucky for us.
Domesticated Gulon. Most unusual.
Oh, it's like the boat. We can smash the barrels. So I want to get off here, obviously. How do we... So just circle. One of the developers of the previous God of War did a presentation, I think it was at GDC once, about how they use level design to introduce and then reinforce and remind about game mechanics. And it was really, really interesting. How they don't just, like, introduce and then reinforce, but they...
Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
I can't hear anything out here.
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings?
Rather, he talked about how they would introduce, reinforce, and then, like, back off after they've done something a couple times, like introduce a mechanic. They sort of, like, leave it alone for a little while, and then they'll reintroduce it substantially later.
I don't think we're getting through that gate in this storm.
Yeah, but hold on a second. When we were coming up, is this one of those Riddler designs where you're supposed to look at this from a particular angle? It looks like you're supposed to interact with this from up above, doesn't it? Like it's a raid that you're supposed to look at it from here, but maybe above? I know I can't do this yet. No. Maybe I'm just off on that. When I say like a Riddler design, what I'm thinking of is in Batman Arkham City, they introduced these like Riddler puzzles where you had to view them from a very specific location. Yeah, I see it. So in my head, every other game that's done it since then, I just think, oh, it's a Riddler puzzle. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be a big baby about things until I know what they are. Is this a thing? Oh, it was! Look, we got $50 for smashing that, like, little satchel. By the way, Cara Luna was saying that everything's working fine. I very much appreciate it, Cara Luna. Sometimes it can be difficult. You know, when you're on stream, like, is everything okay? Is everything working okay? So, the feedback is always helpful. Oh, hold on. I don't know where he's going.
Right side! Incoming!
I'm not trying to just dodge infinitely. I just don't know where these dudes are. No, wow, that got real in a hurry.
What's your left?
Trying to dodge.
Left side!
I'm trying to throw the rock though.
Right side!
Yeah, see, he loves to drop his, like, goodbye bombs. Oh, he doesn't care about rock to the face.
Right side, brother!
Nope. Why? Why do I keep falling for thinking that I can hit him? I want to know if I can throw these bombs back at him or something. Damn it! Man! No! Okay.
Right side, it's coming!
Not there, not there. See, at least that holds him in place for a second. Damn it. I'm getting less than one on this guy, which is don't attempt to hit him. I absolutely don't know where he is. No! Oh, kick his ass. Do it. Okay, I gotta wait to heal, and then we will pick up the additional healing. Again, super fun fight. That really was a lesson in don't... It's not even about don't counterattack. Like, you've got to wait for the narrow spaces when he can't jump away.
Horn.
Oh, is that one of those things? Oh, I thought it was one of the, like, permanent upgrade shards. I think one of those is like a horn. Crow saying that it has been a good day. Hopefully yours too. Hey, one day closer to the weekend. Today was, Crow, I'll tell you this. Today was substantially better than yesterday. Yesterday was rough. Now that is in the past, and today was a lot better. I'm glad to hear that you also had a good day. This is why, obviously, I want to do the fight, because you can even just see, like, it's loaded with stuff.
What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it.
We found pages torn from an ancient tome. These pages contain diagrams of long-forgotten sword hilts. If we can find the ingredients, I believe the dwarves can craft these relics once again. I'm going to say it's very unlikely that I will find them all, the next three, but it's not means I'm not going to look. Wrist armor. Oh, wait, really? Hold on, we just straight have new armor. It's not even something that you have to craft. So I have strength armor +3, and this is, look. I don't... So this is finishing my combo finishers do increase damage. This gives me the same amount of strength, but it changes it the perk to last second evade activates realm shift, temporarily slowing down surrounding enemies. Why not? We get a second of witch time. Let's give it a shot. Doesn't cost us nothing to give it a try. By the way, Caroline was saying, I love how you loved getting hammered on again and again the other night. It was a lot of fun. And I should probably note that for anybody that winds up watching that Elven fight in the VOD, what will be in the edited version is the best and most entertaining of the runs. There were others where I was just like dead very quickly and nothing really interesting happened. So I want to fully acknowledge that you're not seeing every failed attempt only because I don't think it's very interesting. But anytime
Whatever
something...
this thing is, I think the animal's inside.
Whatever's inside is kicking up quite a bit of sand.
How do we reach it?
There's caves and tunnels aplenty out here. Let's find one, see where it takes us.
Okay, so we have to get there through a different place. Is there a map to this? Because I'm just worried about... I mean, I guess I could remember that we've sort of searched the northern wall right now-ish, but is there like a... No, there is a map. Undiscovered. So I guess this is the thing that I've done. This is the thing where we're saying we're going to have to come at it from another side. But I obviously missed something over here. Can we go back that way? I want to check out this thing that's right in front of me, but also let's try to be a little organized about it. Hold on, I do want to get that. Can we hit it with dog? Yeah. Hold on, and there is a thing right here. This is not what we're coming for, but it looks to me like if we can get to the right angle. And it looks like right angle is going to be on the other side of this. Let's just get to the other side of this little island thing. Yeah, the thing is... I don't know, the combat in this game is really, really fun. Like, I just like how stylish the enemies are and stuff. So, I don't know, it's not really a bummer to learn and, you know, have to practice a little bit. I sort of thought that we could get to it from out here based on the angle, but now I'm not really seeing that as being viable. Which means I'm not quite sure how to do this, or if we can do it right now. Let's try... Because if you got to do a straight axe throw through both of those, you can't do that from here. Huh. Well, let's make sure that my memory of this is correct. Yeah, they grow back instantly unless it's like within a thing. And like Atreus' arrows don't do anything to them. So either we learn to fly and we're up there somewhere and we throw it down, or it's got to be done from the other side. Do you guys remember that episode of The Twilight Zone? I think it was called The Good Place or The Other Place or whatever it was called. It's the one that opens up with that one guy. He's like a criminal, and he just gives in to his base instincts all the time, and he's kind of a real craphead. And it starts with him like failing at being a criminal, and he gets killed. He gets shot, and when he gets over being shot, he wakes up in this really ritzy, like a hotel-looking type place, and this very jolly man in a white suit says, "Oh, you die, but don't worry, because now you can have whatever you want." And this dude just lives the high life, living in this ritzy resort, and he can gamble and always win, and he can get all the beautiful women that he wants, and that's really the two things that they show him doing. I guess he can go on heists, and there's absolutely no danger, that he's always going to come back with unlimited money. Like, it's perfect. And then very quickly he realizes that with no risk, with no sense of danger, it's actually incredibly boring. He has everything that he ever thought that he wanted, but when he's here by himself with just sort of these pretend people hanging around with him, it's all empty. there's no stress, there's no try, there's no threat of failure. It's just you've got unlimited money and unlimited sex, and none of it means anything because you're not earning it. It's just being handed to you. And that's when he realizes by the end of this episode of The Twilight Zone, oh, he's not in heaven, which is where he thought he's in the other place. I think about that episode a whole lot, especially if I'm having some sort of difficulty with something. By the way, I mean, we clearly did this. Just because sometimes it's the failure that makes it fun. That is nothing in any way, shape, or form against people who just want to play things on easy. They want to see the story. Life is hard enough, and they just want to have a good time playing games and not have to feel worried or stressed out about it. When I was growing up, I played everything on easy. When I was growing up, I did not understand why harder difficulties existed. Like, why would you ever want to play XCOM on anything other than beginner? Because that's fun. You get to beat the aliens, and it's fun. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, it is sort of fun to fail and to lose your favorite character, and they generate interesting stories to tell. Right, and that's the thing that we can't get right now. Okay, and then this is the question mark that, according to the map, I cruised... Where is it? It's over here-ish. Here. And for all of that said, there will absolutely... I promise you that at some point there will be...
Not getting up there with all this sand in your way.
Okay, so this is a no-go zone. So let's just look at our map again. So let's remember that this is not doable. We're going to remove it from the compass. I hope. Remove from compass. And then we've done that, and that's where the monster is. So let's go back over here. Now we're going to work our way up and around. We've sort of done everything along here, and we'll arrive over here. Gaki says, failure is what makes it fun. That's from Soft's entire business model. Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure this is a gettable. Yeah, and that line, by the way, of... Wait, I did want to check right over here, because it looked like there was another plateau. Okay, interesting. I thought I... Right here. So let me go due east. Is this it? Is it just this rock, or? Oh, I really think it was, yeah. What I was about to say is, that line between that was hard and I feel a sense of accomplishment that I've overcome the challenge, versus that's hard and I didn't like it and thank God I'll never have to do that again. That line exists at a different point for every single person that plays every single game. So I think it's really, really difficult to get right. And like I've said about FromSoft the whole time, I'm really glad that those games meet what people want. I would be interested to know how Night Rain is remembered. Elden Ring, Night Rain, that one. Because it got very good reviews. Treasure map. Wait, I didn't know that we were building a treasure map. Wait, this might have been the result of a treasure map. Lethal detonation, unstable gemstone, craving death and destruction. I don't know what that means. Where do we put on unstable gemstones for accessories? Wait, I have this. I thought I needed to edit it. No, look, we have it right now. I'm so sorry, you guys. I thought that I needed to craft this. But this is what we were talking about before, where the defense is the same, but this one also gets a cooldown bonus of 9. And it gets a repost refresh. Grants a blessing of cooldown when interrupting double blue ring attacks. Cool beans. And then whatever this is. So, but I'm sorry, was it a relic? I'm not doing this ever, by the way. And I've got... Oh, you guys, hold on a second. We've got lots of points to spend. I forgot to spend our XP. It was like an accessory, though. Hold on a second. Armor. Sorry. Okay, let's go over here. That's what we've got. And then we can upgrade... Or that's ready to use or whatever. Yeah, no, that's cool. Atreus. That's where the accessories go. Alright, kid. So, let's get you... Lethal detonation. Enemies killed from a runic arrow explode, dealing moderate damage around them. Wait, but we've got... Yes, that's what I want. So we've got 2 accessories, and now they're both equipped. And I wasn't done. Alright, we've got 6,000 dues, and... Like, now that we've upgraded the axe, we've got, like, a whole new tier of stuff. Let's take a look to see what's our cheap stuff. Aim and hold R1 to charge up the Leviathan axe, causing it to spin and slice for multiple hits against an enemy when thrown. Now, I thought that we already had that. And, hold on, I didn't see the tutorial here. Mod tokens amplify an aspect of a skill. Select a skill with an open mod slot token... Open mod token slot and press X to view. Unlock mod tokens for a skill using XP. Freely change the token on a skill once unlocked. Purchase a skill and mod now. Oh, I guess it gave me some XP to do this. So what do we want to do? A, I really like greatly increase the frost of skill. I'll tell you why. When we freeze an enemy, then our blades do more damage. And it tends to lock them down or make them slow. Moderately increases stun. I don't know. I think I greatly increase frost. Yeah, I think I want frost. Are these all 1,000, by the way? They are. Okay. So, Vengeful Sickle, we have done. And I'm happy with it. There we go. So, the ones that have a mod slot have the little empty circle. Like, I don't think that any of these others have then. Inspect. Yeah, so the ones that do would have an X to inspect. And... Like, you can see that none of them have a slot to do that. Maybe coming up we'll get more. I don't see them immediately. So, that was Vengeful Sickle, and I really like this one, by the way. It takes a second to charge up, but man, is it fun. And then Freezing Throw. Evasive Storm. Yeah, I love that one. And then the Serpent Snake is... I need to do that more often. I haven't been doing the hold on it, but it's fun when I do. There's only one here for the blades. It's 1,500, which is expensive. Yeah, the Chaotic Rampage, I'm not anti it. It's really good in a very, very specific circumstance where you've got a guy locked down that they're willing to stand and take the hits. So I think instead we are going to do the axe. What do we like? Oh, that one we've already got. Switch stances. Oh, no stances. Switch stances by pausing momentarily after any Leviathan attack. Once in new stance, press R1, R1, R1 to perform a sweeping combo. I mean, that looks awesome. I'll probably take that, but let's just see what else is available. R1 and L1 while barehanded to quickly recall the Leviathan axe and perform a powerful... Oh, I'm definitely getting this one. Yep, okay, I need to do this a couple times, but that seems awesome. I really like it. And then increases the duration and damage of Vengeful Sickle. Absolutely. Yep, no, we want that. And I'm probably going to get this one as well, because I do like this one. Yeah, let's get that now, while I can afford it. I'm thinking about, with the last 2800, upgrading something, rather than unlocking something new. Aim and press R2 during a Frost Awaken to throw the Leviathan Axe with... Wait, what's Frost Awaken? What is Frost Awaken? Oh, that's when you, like, freeze it up. Okay. Aim and press R2 to throw with extreme force, knocking the target backwards, deals very high damage and frost, and can break an enemy guard. How do you pass that up? And then this one here is... Right, I do have that. But you need to not take damage, which is where I'm not good at it. Okay, you guys, we have everything that we can get for the axe right now. Wait, why can't I get this one? I have 1,500. Oh, I can. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't seeing the purchase. So there we go. We spent all of our XP. Atreus has some. I'm not Atreus very often, but when I am... Sonic Echoes is not bad. Melee combo has a chance to perform a more powerful attack on his target. It's a chance, though. Then again, these are 1,500, so I can afford 3 of these. Let's get the trip. Let's get the sprint. And then let's get the other sprint. Launch them into the air with a heavy vertical attack. Okay. There's a lot of upgrades all at once. Okay, that's not a long enough pause. I want to do the new attack that we got. Don't walk in that.
Right side, brother! Behind you! Look out!
Oh, these things smell awful.
No! Are you serious? I missed. Oh, sorry, that's Atreus. I still haven't done the new axe attack. Wait, hold on. Okay, we got a new guy over there. Where's...
Watch the exploding one!
I don't like having the guy behind.
Left side, incoming!
Well, that would have been great until he moved. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to be better.
Behind you, watch out! Behind you, look out!
No!
Left side.
Shit. Sorry, be right back.
It's gonna explode!
Oh. I don't know why I got that. I'm full on rage.
pointing at your back! Behind you, watch out! Behind you, incoming!
Oh, man, I really tried to avoid that, too.
Behind you! Incoming!
Behind you!
Nah, finish him off.
Right side!
Balls, no! I didn't even know that guy was there.
Behind you!
Trying to dodge. No. Okay, I'm not dying to that polywog. We're not doing it.
These things smell awful.
No problem. Oh my gosh. Cozy Plays is saying today is going. She's got a bit of a headache. Cozy Plays, I'm really sorry for that. I hope it passes quickly. I feel very fortunate that I don't get headaches often. When I do, they are awful. So I hope it goes away quickly.
Look here.
All right, that's down the way that we came. I don't think there's any pots or anything, are there? No. And it looks like this is the only place to go.
You're building quite the collection of poetry, brother.
Why so surprised? My people are known for their culture.
Not surprised. Esteemed.
Belt of Radiance. Beautifully crafted armor found in the Barrens of Alfheim. It shares the radiance of the realm itself. Well, let's take a quick look. That'll be under armor. Waist. And I am wearing this, which I think by ready it means that I can upgrade it. And that's defense 29. So this I'm losing 1 point of defense. Last second evade. Wait, is that a second piece of equipment that has that? While blocking less damage from unblockable attacks and attacks from behind. I do kind of like that. But I can always switch back later. Let's just go with Belt of Radiance. Let me double check this. Yeah. No, we've got 2 different things that now do Realm Shift. I guess my question is, do they stack? Because I'd be a little bit surprised if they did. But whatever. We'll hold on to those for now. It's not like I have massively better things to put into those areas. And hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. Hickey, I hope that you're having a great Thursday. I was saying earlier that there's allegedly going to be some storms rolling through later, so if things get cut abruptly, hopefully that's the reason why and not some other technical issue. Has Atreus gone off on his own? We lost him. Oh, there he is. Okay, so now we've done this, I suspect this, and this as well, and that's what we're trying to get into. So it seems kind of obvious where we're supposed to go. Secret of the Sands. And we can't do that yet. And that is... Oh, that's the entrance to this whole zone. Okay, let's just head dead south then. Directly into that jaw. While we're going, and this is one of the things I really like about open world games and open world sections, we just sort of get to, you know, chat about whatever. With no spoilers at all, I promise.
There's too much sand in the way, brother. Can't read it.
Having finished Baldur's Gate 3, I was finally able to go back and look at some of those, you know, talks and panels and other things that the BG3 voice cast have done. One of them was a BAFTA panel that I'm not going to remember everybody there, and I don't necessarily want to say the character names because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but suffice it to say, a group of Baldur's Gate 3 voice actors sat down and did an interview, like an interview panel with this guy, and it's very lighthearted. So this is just straight saying you can't do this right now. Although, like, let's just see where those cysts go. Yeah, because surely I can do this part. I hope. What if we, like, recall it back through? So I'm going to wait for that to go, and then let's see if we can recall it back through all three. No, I don't think that works. We'll try it one more time, and I'll sort of stand a little bit over here because you saw it arc out to the right. It doesn't seem doable. It straight had a padlock on it. I think that's video game for you can't do this right now. Anyway, it was a lot of fun to actually see the human beings that were voicing those characters. They had a very small amount of sort of like behind the scenes footage. And one of the most interesting things was them talking about the length of time over which they recorded their lines and did their performance capture. Amelia Tyler is the name of the actor who does the narrator in the game. And she was back over the course of years. If I understood her correctly, that role was recorded, re-recorded, updated, added more to over the course of YEARS. She was in there doing that work. And, like, she loved it. She really, really enjoyed it. This wasn't, like, a negative. It just gives you a sense of, like, Baldur's Gate 3 really is operating on a different level. Most video games...
Look! There's a cave entrance!
Most, like, AAA video game... productions would balk at the idea of doing multiple different recording and performance capture sessions that, like, I don't mean over the course of multiple days, I mean like months apart and stuff, bringing people back in to do that kind of ADR. It's all very, very expensive. I think we need to end the storm.
A tempting treasure chest. Damn the sand.
There's no way, you guys, there's no way to get rid of sand. That is as good as concrete. We're basically effed. Like, for example, when, and I think it's Katie Benz, I don't know. It's Katy, so I'm not going to go with Catty. I think it's Katie Benz. When she went and recorded, like, a bunch of lines for Life is Strange 2 Colors, that was done over the course of, I think, 4, 5, 6 days. Like, it wasn't a very long session because they had the script done. I am absolutely double-checking some things here. They had the script done. They knew what they wanted her to say. I think there was going to be a separate performance capture for the scenes that she would be doing specifically with Erica Mori. But voice recording studios, these are expensive. Like, they're really, really expensive to hang around in. So you have to be very efficient with your time. And here's Larian having folks like Amelia Tyler back over the course of... sorry, I think I'm leaving.
I remember to ask Tyr about his travels to the lands beyond the seas.
You wish to travel the world?
I don't know. Maybe. See new places. Find out more about myself.
Sorry, I wasn't intending to leave. Oh, that's the chest that we can't get. Sorry, let me just find the... Yeah, let's track this now. Atreus had absolutely called out where the cave entrance was, and I wanted to make sure that we got as much as possible off the surface. But the other thing is... So, again, I don't know Neil Nuban. Nuban, I don't know how to pronounce it either. He's a streamer here on Twitch. I'm just saying that I do not know this human being. I only know his performance as Astarion, and now the interview that I saw with him. This dude seems awesome. I'm just saying that people can be, especially actors, can be deceptive and be like misleadingly charming and kind and generous with their time, and then you learn a third thing about them and they're actually like bad. Let's not go with, well, like everybody's an asshole to somebody, and more talk about the fact that when he was in this, they can follow me back, I just want to walk. In this BAFTA discussion panel, he had nothing but praise for the writers. Every single time the topic of Astarion came up and like how much fun the character was to play and the parts of the character that players had really strongly related to or connected with.
Underneath the desert. Is the creature within?
Yeah, sounds like it. We'll find it if we keep going. What is this place?
A refuge for the Dark Elves, by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple.
Great.
Neil Nuban was... Sorry, every time that came up about like how much people liked Astarion, he would say, this was a very fun character to play, and I really enjoyed it, and here's what I brought to it. But also the writers. You guys, the writers, the human beings that wrote this character, wrote the dialogue, wrote the scenarios, consulted with me on how to bring the character to life. It's just, he was so ready and so happy to give credit to other people for their role that this wasn't just the Neil Nuban show. And, like, it's awesome. Like, it's just... It's the way that I at least try to live my life, to show a lot of respect and acknowledgement of the work that other people put in that isn't always as visible. Sure. I'm not going to come back up here for that. I'm going to forget that it's there. I'm a little bit low on lives, so we'll do it. Okay, I really think that what we... Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be this. So what we need to do is reflect that through... Yep. Boy, don't play pool against Kratos. Did we smoke the other one too? Wow, okay. I was thinking, wow, they're really letting me get away with a bunch here. Gatsby's saying everything I've seen from the actors in BG3 has been positive. They all seem to enjoy the experience. And that's another thing. Like, voice actors have been on strike sometimes for months or even over a year recently to get, like, basic rights on knowing what character they're playing so that they can negotiate for, like, proper pay and compensation. Having some notification about when their recording dates are. Having limitations on how long per day they're expected to scream into a microphone. And I will say again that for anybody that says, oh, what's the big deal? You try screaming into a microphone for 4 and 5 hours a day and see how well it goes for you. I'm betting not well. Especially not if you were planning to use your voice for other jobs later on. I don't like my odds here. Nope.
Right side! Incoming!
Good hit, brother!
Behind you! Incoming!
Sometimes you can interrupt their charge. That did not work there.
One more to go! You know, now that I know more about the Dark Elves, I wish we didn't have to fight them.
They attack us.
Well, this is their home. And considering what happened the last time we were in Alfheim, can you really blame them?
Yeah, we kind of butchered a whole bunch of them. Although, again, they attacked us on sight, from what I remember, in the previous game. Okay, noted that we can go up. I'm very interested in these cysts here. Well, that goes somewhere. I think we hit those cysts from above. I think we climbed that crack in the wall. Oh, and the other thing, like they were talking to Neil Newbin about like how do you perceive how video game and voice acting has evolved over the years that you've been doing it? He said it's tremendous. Like it's such a big turnaround from when it started, where the story and the voice acting was sort of a late afterthought in the whole production, and now a lot of productions will start with the story, get the voice acting done, and then sort of craft the gameplay scenarios around the voice acting performance and what the story needs. Just, I don't know, I think it's super awesome.
Patience. A virtue or a threat?
Depends on the reader.
All right. We can see a chest through a grate. I don't think that we can get there, though. Wait, this isn't where I was thinking of. Sorry. At least I don't think it is. Can we go? No? No. There it is. So, one of the chimes is right here. But if we learned anything, it's that it recharges. I bet that R comes back in just a few moments. Oh, maybe it doesn't. No, there it goes. Okay. So, like, there's the chest. Does this mean that the other chimes are in here as well? Because here's the thing, with this gate in the way, I don't know that... Like, can you throw through here? I guess technically, but the main part is impervious. Maybe what you have to do is leave the axe in here and then recall it, but that's... What if you failed it even once? I feel like we're gonna put a pin in this and be back as we come. Either we lift that gate or that one doesn't seem possible right now. Maybe we can lift or destroy the gate from the other side. This also seems to be leaving the whole...
The creature you heard. What does it say now?
It's not always like that. Some animals are just... I feel what they're feeling, you know? And whatever this thing is, it's in a lot of pain.
I see.
Why do you ask?
I am curious.
Really?
I am capable of curiosity.
Okay. Okay.
Right, it's not going to be that simple. I don't know why. It's literally... It seems like this is the type of barricade that axes were invented to deal with, but... No, in video game world, it's not enough. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can... No, not from here. So it means that we have to do it from one of the hook points. And not this one. Wait, really? Hold on, you can't throw the axe? I can't aim with the axe. I thought that was a major thing. That you could, like, cling to something and throw the axe. No, this is only bad news for me. And we can't get up there. That's too far. We can't get through this. This is clearly... Oh, we didn't go down here. Oh, well, here's the thing. So there's one of the... Uh-oh.
Watch your right!
Okay, who did that?
Left, right!
Oh, why? Sometimes they pop, but often they don't. So, oh, so they are doors. You just have to open them from one side. Okay, good to know. Now we know what the deal is when we see one of those. So here's one. There's two. Where's three? What do we have? We have N. We have C and R. We need N. Now we know that this opens up from the other side. And N may not be visible to us yet. There might be some more traversal needed to get there. No, it really hates this angle. All right. let's, again, for the second time, bookmark this chest and find out. But this just goes back into an area where we've already been. So what does it help us to do this? Nothing, as far as I can imagine. And the chest is important to me, but it's also optional. It's not what we need in order to progress. I don't really know what that is. It looks like it's moving a little bit, so it might be one of the bugs. So we open this gate. This is a shortcut back into here, an area where we have cleared it out. It definitely feels like there's something else I'm missing. So what if we're supposed to reflect onto that purple from somewhere else? Like there's another purple slab that we need to like bounce it up towards. Are there any other... Well, then again, I can't throw it from here. I'm just letting you guys know. L1, L2. Yeah, there's no throw from here. It's so weird, because like he's holding his axe in one hand. It really feels like he could just whip it. Hello to this guy N7, I think it is. Oh, NZ, who says it's very hard not to tell you stuff. It makes me want to play it again. No, thank you for not spoiling. I very much want to take a look at this for myself. Like, I guess just mechanically, am I correct that when you're grappled onto the wall, you cannot throw the axe? I'm gonna feel super dumb if it's just like, no, you click in the right stick or something. It's different from every other time you throw it. Also, like... Where's the other side of this? That's a rhetorical question. Like, it kind of looks like that's a drop point where you, like, drop a rope. And I can't tell from here if the chain or whatever is already down. But let's assume that it's not. You'd never be able to get here, so it definitely feels like this is where... It's interesting that we've got a one-way door, and I can perceive no way to get to the other side of the one-way door. I'm gonna look around in here some more. And this guy NZ is confirming, no, you cannot throw the axe from there. That's very helpful because I just want to make sure that I'm not overlooking obvious game mechanic. Obvious game mechanic is obvious unless you don't think to do it, and then you're spinning your wheels for hours just because you didn't know that your first instinct was actually correct. You just didn't do it correctly. And then this just leads us back over. We already got what's down there on the lower level. And this leads back here. Oh, there's something extremely obvious that I'm missing. So from here, I'm just going to go through what we know. This is not helpful to us, so it's definitely not that. If we go to the other side, with apparently no other options between here and the other side, not yet anyway. You know what? I didn't try from down here, I don't think. Did I? Throwing, I mean? Oh, look at that. Did not occur to me to try to throw from that angle. But now we can go over here.
I've never been this interested before. When I talk to animals or enchanted rings or whatever.
Much has changed. For both of us.
Well, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why you'd help some random animal.
Is this not what you want?
No, it is. I'm just surprised it's what you want, too.
Well, I think what Kratos wants is to help you out, Atreus. Oh, there's the end. I have absolutely no idea where we are in relation to that chest, though. But now we know there's the end. Okay, so now we've got N. Oh, and we can drop this chain, I bet. Wait, this was here. Oh, even if I had seen it, there was a door, but now we've cleared the door. So now we've got our N. The question for us next is... Where was the chest? It's down here. Okay. Can I see the N from down there? I feel like I can't, but also I wasn't looking before. No. So there's no way we're going to climb up here to get it. How about... No, I was going to say, what if we throw the axe into the wall and then recall it? But I don't think that'll ever work. This one has a much wider time frame than the other. I just have to look to see what our plan is. We come down here, we hit the C, we hit the R. Alright, let's try it in order. And there's a possibility we'll have to do it the other way, but I feel like it's faster to fall than it is to climb. I'm just curious, can I stick it in the wall and then be... Can I come over here and then recall it? Kratos, back up. Nah, I didn't hear it chime. It was worth a shot. Terrible. Okay, got it. I'm gonna confess, I thought I was being too slow on that. And hello to Jab! We did it. We have enough horns of blood mead. Jab, I hope your Thursday is going well. Hopefully you're staying cool. I hope that if it hasn't gone down in temperature, at least it's gone down in humidity. The other day, Harmonious Crow was saying that it was pretty humid because of the rain, but also the rain was nice. Here we're expecting some rain pleasantly, and I don't know if it'll be nice, but it will bring the temperature down. Allegedly, it's going to be a really nice weekend. So, wait, did I can't have gotten everything. Because this is our main area. So what have I missed? Oh, no. I apologize. I think we're going to have to run this through again one more time. Because there's multiple points that we come back to, like, the main hive. So we know if I continue to the right, that to the right of this, then that goes back into the hive. This is the newer area that we've opened up. Javisini doesn't think that this game looks as good as the last one. There were some incredible views. I really like the architecture in the last level with the Dark Elf City. Well, Elfheim is both dark and light. I really like their sense of architecture there. And then this leads back in here. I don't know where to go. Or more specifically, I don't know where we haven't been now. Oh, is this a new area? My bad. Oh, I can't get that right now. Oh, it's one of the bomb boys. As Crow said earlier, everywhere he goes, he poops out little bombs. Oh, howdy. I actually did dodge that. Didn't dodge that. I feel like I have to just let this wear off, because this guy's way too mobile to try to fight while blinded.
Watch your right!
Fuck! No, I wasn't even close.
On your right!
In fairness, though, it has been a while since I've played the previous game. It was actually the game played for Extra Life last year, the charity marathon. But I didn't go all the way through because it was just what we had time for in the moment. I would not object at all to revisiting that game because it is super fun. Just only bad decisions there. So we'll try. I sort of feel like reflecting off of the purple stones is against the light elves, but maybe it works against these guys as well. Shit! Because I could certainly use the boost. Yeah, I definitely have not worked out how to deal with these bomb boys yet. Oh, I thought he was out of friends, though. Okay, sometimes you can do a perfect parry and they still have a follow-up.
Sure we're doing the right thing?
If you wish to abandon this creature, we will leave.
Well, no. I don't want to abandon it. But if we have to kill a bunch of dark elves to get here...
I remember a young lad whom, until this very moment, would take on an army of Draugr to save a wounded animal.
But these aren't undead Draugr. They're elves. I just want to make sure we're not repeating the same mistakes. Getting involved where we shouldn't.
I really like how considered Atreus is. He's very thoughtful, and I don't mean in like a unbearable, introspective, like obnoxious way. It's just he feels like somebody who is learning as he goes, taking the actions and reactions of what he's doing and learning that those things have consequences. Okay, I do not see a way to explode this yet. Ah. Atreus, please stand back. I know he'll be fine, but... seems unnecessary to not call out to him. Okay, Atreus, I'll be right with you. There was something else to look at over here. So there's something back here, but I don't think we can hit it from here. Oh, hold on. Oh, and to clarify, Jab was not saying that the game looks bad, just that the previous game had some really amazing visual things in it. I think that this area, I'm just going to say this area specifically, is like very, very sandstormy with limited... Boy, does it not feel like anywhere up here is going to be correct. Limited visibility, like limited draw distance. I really did think that I guess in fairness, the Elven's place that we went was a sort of remix of what we saw in the previous game. So I don't think this is it from this angle, but hopefully from another. Let's keep eyes up over here. We've learned that lesson. We are now... Nope, 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 nope. Right there. Hey, Dwarven Seal, I think that's one of the things that we need. I think that's one of those things. I know that we need, like, honed seal or something, but I want to say that Dwarven Seal is still on the crafting plate.
Watch out! The wretch is going to explode!
Wretch? Is that what these things are called? I know we've probably covered that in the past, but... A game, by the way, like on that note, Chap, a game that I've always wanted to revisit has been... Well, that's interesting, because we can hit these two. But that third one is not going to be doable from here. Let's see about hitting that, if we can. This might be too far. No. I was just about to say something. I've completely forgotten what it might be. Sometimes they do come in clumps of one. But not this time. No. We did not come here for us to not make any progress. Like, there's something here. Oh, hold on, hold on. Okay, hold on. I think that we've got an idea now. I was about to say something to Jab. Oh! Killzone Shadowfall was an example of a game that I have never used this phrase to describe anything before. Well, no, maybe the original Dune, but it was in a different context. Shadowfall was almost too detailed. In other words, there was so much detail in the world. But how would you hit the third? By reflecting it off of this. Ah, okay. There was so much detail that it was actually like muddying the graphics. It's difficult to explain. But I haven't touched it since the PlayStation 4 came out. Whoops. So I've always meant to, like, revisit it. Different television, you know... Different console, really, with the PlayStation 5 Plus. I feel like if we were up there and we reflected it off of that, did a bank shot to hit that one, then we could hit all three. But I might be telling stories.
Look there. That bomb should help us out.
That bomb should help us out, says Atreus. The bomb. Okay, but that's not reciprocal. We can't throw it back that way. Well, don't give up so easily. What if... No, every version of that is wrong. And this only reflects back on that. So far. It's literally on fire. Okay. Well...
Just, why does it feel like no matter what we do in Alfheim, we wind up hurting Dark Elves?
We are down here to help the creature you heard.
I know that, but I'm usually the one who drags us around trying to rescue animals. Why do you care so much? Is there something you're not telling me?
No.
Okay.
Well, this will be interesting. Yeah, that was super interesting. What all happened there? Okay, okay, and now we can throw it over there. Okay, I feel good about that now. Yeah, I looked everywhere. Thank you for your patience. And again, really not a spoiler there. Atreus gave you a hint because I was absolutely thinking that like whatever bomb he was talking about would come up later in the level. And also he said maybe that bomb up there will be helpful. It's like, Atreus, what bomb up there? So yeah, now we can bank it from one to the next and then down. Also, Atreus just lost a leg.
Nightmare! Left flank!
R3. I can't tell you how much R3 I'm pressing.
Above you, brother!
That is right there. That is the first time that I'm aware of pressing a button and not getting the proper response in this game. Like when I've got, it's because I didn't do it right. I've not gotten. This is a very, very tight feeling game. That R3 is the first time I'm like, wait, I am pressing the thing that you say. Oh, we got him. Okay, now the terror is, did I overlook something? Hopefully not. Damn!
You all right, brother?
I feel like I was doing really well with this. We can go back to what was working. After this. Okay, but... Okay, I did not equip myself pretty well. Very well, but we got most of it. Yeah, things like that bomb, that's why in so many puzzles you'll see me back off, turn around, go the other way, look at it from different angles, because a lot of the time for me personally, I just haven't looked at the right thing, or I have looked at it and not recognized it.
Found it. What is it?
Hey, Gefyun's ghost! That's the largest bloody Hafgufa I've ever laid eyes on.
It's not just in pain. It's trying to sing.
It's the Song of the Sands. We don't normally sing like this underground.
Is that what's causing the storm?
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
Don't worry, Lunch. I'll get you out.
What is that name?
Well, the last squid thingy we saw was Diener, so...
Oh boy. While I appreciate the attempt at humor, that, little brother, is truly awful wordplay. Embarrassing, really.
Oh, well, can't all be winners.
I am so sorry. I missed the joke. What? I didn't catch what he called this one. Atreus said, what is that name? I just didn't hear what Atreus said the name was.
There's got to be a way to clear those rocks. Get a better angle.
I'm working on it. The last one that we met was called Diner, so... But I didn't hear what he said. So, gold pile right here implies... Oh, wait, I can see the bomb. Yeah, let's not get stumped by the same puzzle a second time. Wait, I thought that was going to reflect. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, was this one named Lunch? I just didn't hear him say it. Sorry, that's stupid. I've tried that.
Looks like it can move now, but it still can't get out.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
Open the hive cage in the surface. Okay. I guess that we removed an obstruction, and that's why that worked on the second time. So, it surely doesn't make us backtrack through the entire level. This is not one of those games. I think the last game like that I did play, the last one that comes to mind was Daggerfall. Like, when you would get to the end of, like, an infinity dungeon in Daggerfall, and then you'd have to walk your ass all the way out.
Why did they trap it down here?
Hafgufas are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our dark elf friends.
But it's trapped in their hive stuff.
Hive matter doesn't belong to the dark elves, any more than the light belongs to the light elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources, one the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the light elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the dark elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
So, by clearing out all of this hive, are we hurting dark elves?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved.
No.
Then let us free it.
Kratos said calmly. Whispering Slab. I don't feel like I've seen that in the crafting material list yet. Hold on. Shoulder straps of radiance, beautifully crafted armor found in the Barrens of Alfheim, shares the radiance of the realm itself. Oh, here's a question for people in chat. This is a legitimate question. When you have... So, the waist armor has Realm Shift 2, which gives you a 1 second slowdown. It's basically witch time from Bayonetta. The waist armor also has that. Does that stack to 2 seconds if you have two different armors that do the same thing? Or am I wasting a slot there and it's only ever going to be 1 second? Because believe me, my sense of time is not going to be able to tell the difference in the heat of combat from 1 to 2 seconds. I do want to say that from what I've observed, I kind of feel like it's just the 1 second. But again, I'm not the time master. Okay, is this just a one-off? It might be. So now I think we go back to where the cave is. Yeah, it straight says. And then also, let's not forget to go there again. Maybe we can go there after we've uncovered everything else.
This is the spot! We can cut the Hafgufa loose here!
Oh, but not that way.
It flies?
Of course it flies. It's a Hafgufa.
Sounds much happier now. And hey, the storm's gone.
Aye, Perhaps we'll finally earn some goodwill from our Dark Elf friends after all.
Look, Father, thanks for bringing us out here, but you don't have to do this kind of stuff just to keep my mind off Ragnarok, you know?
This was not a distraction.
No? Then why are we really out here?
Have you ever considered... He just wants to spend time with you, lad. While he still can.
Really?
We do not know what lies ahead. But if Ragnarok approaches, I wish to enjoy the time we have left.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for bringing us out here. I'm glad we did this.
As am I.
Okay, I don't want to linger on this moment. It's actually really touching. This guy was asking the Radiance armor, are you wanting to know if the realm shift stacks? Yeah, between, like, if you have multiple Radiance armors, do they stack together from 1 to 2
There's
seconds?
something I'm not sure I quite understand. In the Ragnarok prophecy Odin knows, all the realms get destroyed, including Asgard. In the version Groa kept secret, Asgard still falls. Wouldn't Odin have tried to prevent it either way? What difference did her lie really make?
I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting prophecy, knowledge is power. Without the full picture and context, the finer details can lead you to tragically incorrect interpretations.
Enough. We will continue later.
Wait, I hope I didn't... I thought that this was one of the places that we hadn't been yet. So this guy is saying that they believe it does stack. Okay, there was a chest that we wanted to get, because I think that now it's that it's not sand. I think there were 2 things that were too sandy, and then whatever this is. Let's add that to Compass again. I may not have whatever we need to get into this, though.
Now, if I recall, we were discussing how manipulating the details of a prophecy can wreak havoc on the believers. Back in my homeland, I was privy to the operations of a certain coven of heath witches who were keen on destabilizing the government.
Hold. We will finish later.
I want to hear the story.
More bloody dropper.
No!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Damn it! I need to not be locked on. I'm telling you that I know that there's health over there, and I just don't see an opportunity to get it.
It's bad!
Okay, that sucks. Okay. So the Hateful are similar, but this one is different than the last one that we fought and has new tricks like blowing up.
More bloody dropper.
I'd love to. Atreus, you just hold that guy for a second. No, damn it.
It's bad!
So I don't know what makes her blow up is the trouble. Like, last time doing an attack on her when she was in fire mode was really bad for my health. Okay, there we go. So I think that you
You're on fire,
super
Kratos.
fair, by the way.
It will pass.
Maybe you disarm her by throwing the axe. Okay, that's too slow to do at that point. Yeah, okay. So you can disarm the bomb
It's fast!
by whipping the axe. Shit. So in my defense, I didn't think that she would be able to light up that quickly.
Oh, bloody drogger.
It's bad!
Why? Okay.
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
Behind you! Watch out!
I don't know the rules for her being able to blow up.
It's bad!
I know how to stop her, but she seems to be able to do it almost at will, which makes me want to keep distance, and it's not really a ranged game. Sorry, Atreus. There has to be a cooldown, so to speak, where she can't just immediately light up again, right? Okay, did not get the best of that.
It's bad!
Oh, right. She just takes damage from that. Can I get some more health? Axe. No! No! Okay, that's not working, like, at all.
Reminds me of tales of a cruel empress, one too angry to die.
We will see.
Okay, yeah, still super fun to fight those guys. Oh, and hello to Debauchery. Debauchery, how's your Thursday going? Thank you for the good work. I don't know how many Chaos Flame Remnants we have. I think that's 3 or 4. I think it's 3. I don't remember if that's our 3rd or 4th Hateful. Okay, so we've done... Oops. That. Let's take a quick ride around, and I want to find the chest, and there was like one other thing. Maybe this was it.
The soldiers we fought in Svartalfheim, those were Einherjar? I thought Einherjar were just spirits in Valhalla until Ragnarok comes.
They were no spirits.
Indeed, brother. Odin appears to have found a loophole. Activated his forces early as a standing army. Perhaps something he could only do without any honest Valkyries around to stand in his way.
I gotta say that giant horrifying jellyfish isn't too interested in leaving the area. If I was stuck underground and wrapped up in horribly painful vines that prevented me from singing, I'd probably want to go any other place as soon as they let me out.
As I recall, I was about to relate the story of the Heath Witches, who overthrew a government using only deceptive prophecies. They picked an influential Thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him a story of his own ascension to king. They dressed it up in enough details they knew would come to pass, so when they did, the Thane took it as confirmation. Next thing you know, he's helping matters along. He murders his king, sleeping under his own roof. Murders many he once called friends, too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. With just a few details structured ever so misleadingly, they convinced the fool he was invulnerable to all threats.
Physical or magical.
Aye, but 'twas not so for him. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed none dare speak it. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
You've really got to write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore. Thank you, lad.
I was about to say, he has pretty shitty handwriting. We've done every other thing in this environment. This has got to be doable. The trouble is, at the moment, I don't have a prediction on how. Because the one angle that we've got doesn't work. And it makes you want to come up and, like, climb this thing. But this is not Breath of the Wild. This is not Assassin's Creed. You can't just clamber up on whatever. Like, this is the sort of thing that I don't consider a spoiler. You can't do this right now. Like, if I'm just spinning my wheels, then I won't do it. But if this is possible, I don't want to know how to do it. I just... There's no way that you're going to shoot it from, like, above. Like, that, none of that is traversable space up there. So if you do it from down here, it's like Kratos needs to take a knee to get slightly lower. There's something else that I'm missing here. And we've tried recalling the axe through items, and it doesn't... It definitely damages or disrupts enemies. But yeah, you can't quite get close enough here to get to the right angle. Which would, based on the other puzzles in the area, would make you think, okay, so you reflected off of the purple stone, except I don't see the color purple here. And that's locked because it's tied up with vines. And there's no other climbable surface around here. The angle's all wrong. And again, if we sort of stand here and recall, I guess like none of them. Wait, it does get one. So is that it? Did we just stand at the right angle? And then we move slightly over this way. Oh, hold on. That's 2 or 3. Here I am. Again, I tried this a couple times and it didn't seem to be correct. Over a little more. Maybe it's further back. Like we back up a couple steps. Although it looks like now it's going to miss the bottom one. Oh, I did it too soon. Hold on, let's wait. Wait, why? Hold on. Wait, 2, 3, recall. Wait, why is it not doing it anymore? Come on, man. We all saw it do all 3. There it goes. Okay, so I was not doing it quickly enough. You got to throw through the 3rd, and then it'll go through the other 2. And now we've done everything down here. Oh, and Debauchery is saying that he thinks that it is possible to do now. Yeah, no, thank you for that, because that's the thing. I personally don't think that it's a spoiler to say, hey, the thing that you're trying to figure out literally cannot be done right now. Like, you don't have to say what the thing is you need or when you come back, just this is not available to you. That, to me, I'm trying to think of any circumstance where I would be... Can we go through that gate, do you think? I'm trying to think of any circumstance where I would consider that as a
Mimir,
spoiler.
I know this sounds weird, but can you tell me again what happens when someone dies?
Every living thing has a soul, and every soul has 4 parts. Form, mind, direction, and luck. Direction steers the souls of giants, dwarves, elves, and animals toward the Lake of Souls in Alfheim, where all the parts may be absorbed back into Alfheim's great light.
So that's where Fenrir is? The Lake of Souls?
So long as his soul still has its direction, aye, it's well on its way.
These rooms.
There's one other earlier that I didn't read. We might look for that as well. Thanks to the opposition's grotesque hypocrisy, Alfheim's Gulan are a threat to our livelihood. Though I've culled many on the surface, there are undoubtedly more down below in the Dark Elves' hovels. As so long as we deny them access to our light, the pair at the desert's entrance shall remain the only docile version of these foul beasts. Let them remain. They will serve as useful subjects for further light infusion experimentation. Are those the... Those are the cat things that are pulling the sled, right? The only 2? The pair at the desert's entrance shall remain the only docile version. Yeah, this has got to be the things that are pulling them, and that's from the Maven. And then... Was that it? I have no memory of having read this. Though it now serves as a military outpost, this tower's architecture indicates a different function in the time before the division of light and dark. I could find no mention within the archives, which is not altogether unusual. Many of the texts within have been sanitized across generations. Boy, what's that like? But the very absence of any information is telling in and of itself. What sacrilegious ceremonies were held there? So inimical to our current status quo. Inimical is a new word to me. That the librarians eradicated all mention of this tower's true purpose. I can't help but assume the answer is the key to a lasting peace. So that seems to be the Tower of the Light where Kratos hears his wife all the time. That we definitely read. That we definitely read. And that we definitely read. So I think the other one was this one. So much of who we are is lost. Not just its desiccated Leviathan, nor its ilk, but the very identity of this creature is knowledge forgotten. Was it a predator, a wraith of the Barrens to be feared and avoided, or perhaps a gentle behemoth tamed by the pre-division elves and farmed for meat? Okay, fun. Also, it's a giant jellyfish. Yucko. Moving on. I've never tasted jellyfish. Maybe it's great. It seems like the least appealing thing you could put in my mouth. Blah. The answer is a grain of sand in the desert of our ignorance. Our history remains buried beneath generations of dead elves. Should another manage to rise above... Sorry, I'm thinking about what jellyfish tastes like right now. I really don't want to. Should another manage to rise above our malignant dogma and search for answers, let these bones serve as a warning. If nothing changes, we will remain forgotten. The consul. I gotta say, I like the consuls. I like the cut of their jib. They're talking about restoring knowledge, holding on to information, spreading and recording it accurately. So Jab is saying inimical. I think inimical means hostile. Oh, and also... Debauchery is saying flash flooding warnings in his state. I'm not just circling around. I'm just trying to... Okay. Debauchery, we have flash flood warnings here as well. Usually our area is pretty safe from that, but yeah, it's going to be quite a rainstorm coming up. Do you think that's anything? Usually if something's lit up in this game, it's something. Oh yeah, look, a chest.
Mimir, a little while ago you mentioned Odin's ravens. What's to stop him from using them to pop into existence and kidnap anybody he wants?
Consent. The only way to travel by Odin's ravens is by your own choice.
Oh, it's not so bad then.
Okay, just time out because there was a gate I was looking for. This. So let's just go northwest here for a second. Just this way. I don't think this gate leads anywhere, but I don't know. Just go take a look. Wherever it goes, it isn't far. It looks like it's just a little tiny path. Debauchery says, I would assume it would come up as an undiscovered, but I don't remember if there's a multi-part section of puzzles that you can do part 1 and not part 2 just yet. And the other thing is that sometimes there's... Let me just check the map. No, wait, how did I go this far not to the north? I want to be clear, I do think we're done, but I like to be thorough. Oh, right, that other, like, weirdo puzzle. Like, that light puzzle thing. This up here, if that's what we're driving towards. Yeah, we can't do this. As far as I know, this involves an unlockable ability.
The sand is cleared up. There's another storm out that way. You think that means...
Another Hafgufa.
Wait, can I go this way then? We didn't get that dialogue before. Oh, I take it back. I'm glad that we stopped here.
The chisel will not open this.
Did the lighthouse put this lock here? Why would they care what happens in the Barrens?
A fair question. But until we find the right key, that poor Hafgufa will have to continue its solo act.
Okay. Well, that answers it. I thought that it was like the shards of light, and I'm sure that it is, but we, like I said, you can't do this yet. Go do something else. Oh, by the way, a couple people... Hold on.
We were talking about how Fenrir's soul is headed for the light of Alfheim. That's because he was a wolf, right?
Aye. Were he a god or a human who died in battle, a Valkyrie would have taken him to Valhalla or Folkmonger. Had he been a human or god who died outside of battle, he'd be cast down to Helheim. But Fenrir was a wolf, so his soul will join all the others in Alfheim.
Like mothers.
Yes, like your mothers.
Wait. Because our paw is right here.
How can I help?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if there's something that we want to upgrade right now. We still got craftables and upgradables, but usually nothing that I really want. Thanks again to whichever one, like, Jab also figured, you know, helped fill out, but like that a rond is the center part of the shield, because otherwise I wouldn't have bothered to do that as much as I did. Yeah, we have a way better Rond now. I need some more honed metal to do it more. Yeah, we need more honed metal in general. And then this, I need some more Chaos Flames and Stonewood. So, you know, a little bit more on that. And then the axe is... Let's take a look at some of these other... ends. I don't... Now I'm freaking suddenly... Not shaft, not hilt. What's the end of the axe called? I actually don't know. This is what we've got, which is Mega Strength. We can give up a lot of strength for a little bit of luck, or a lot of strength for a little bit of cooldown. I don't hate cooldown. I don't know. I like our strength upgrade. I think we're just going to keep that for now.
I'll disinfect my tools.
Here it is. So yeah, the Gauntlets of Radiance. Last second evade. So we can upgrade this in a couple different ways to increase our strength. Do I want to increase the strength on this, or do I want to go somewhere else? Right now I'm at 28. And the other one that we had was this one, which goes up to 40. So here's where they start to diverge. If I take this one, I still get the last second evade, but it only goes up to 36. If I take this one, combo finishers do increase damage, but to be honest, on the difficulty level that we're at, I don't often get to the combo finisher. Like, it's too many hits, and somebody else comes up and needs to do something. So, I don't know. I gotta say, I do like it when it does the slowdown. Yeah, I think we're going to upgrade this with our Dwarven Steel. Is there anything else that we would consider? Not really. Nah. Alright, let's stick with Gauntlets of Radiance then.
Gonna keep it spatter-free this time, right? Kratos?
And now we need an Asgardian ingot, so we're not going to go further on that. And then our waist armor is... We just spent all of our Dwarven Steel, I think. So this is the other one where it's like, this goes from 28 to 36. This goes from 29 to 42. Yeah, which is a big jump. And I just don't know if it stacks that, like, Radiance build, rather. While blocking take less damage. Defender's Relief is really good. The only thing is that right now I can't upgrade this. If I had one more Dwarven Seal, I'd probably switch to this and then get it. But I think that we're going to pause on that for now. And then special items.
Up the forge.
I need a Skirnir's Gambentine. So that's a ways away.
And Atreus?
Beast scraps. Oh, we'll 100% do this. Yeah, let's upgrade Atreus. I suddenly feel like we should have been doing this all along. Because I've got a lot of beast scraps.
Kratos?
And I still have our Resurrection Stone from the very beginning.
This must be from Alfheim. Explains the, sand.
Shattered Rune. I feel like I don't want to sell those. Yeah, let's hold on to that since I don't really have a good sense for what they do, and when we pick them up, they're described as, like, unique crafting
just
materials.
Because you've got new armor doesn't mean you should let yourself get knocked around more.
Okay, and one more thing. We're gonna go to skills. What are you telling me here? I need last second evade. But that's a... Oh, wait, these are way better. So this is defense 28. This drops 8 points of defense for a huge strength increase. And runic and luck. How do I not go with these? Yeah. Okay, shoulder straps of radiance. A little bit less defense, but I mean, I die all the time anyway, so what difference does that make? And we'll get better runic ability and more luck. Okay. I don't think that I can upgrade these, but let's just ask him very quickly. And then we still got the Gauntlets of Radiance, and then the waist armor is Belt of Radiance. Okay, we're all Radiance now. We get a bonus set bonus.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
No, we need a lot more Dwarven Steel. Okay.
Just checking in on me?
Now we'll go to skills. Oops. Why are these lit up? Oh, because if we had a mod token. And I do, I guess. Oh, we can spend XP to do it. Well, hold on. Before we start modifying abilities, I just want to see if there's anything cool that we want to unlock as like a new ability. No. Okay, so with the rest of our XP, we can either upgrade our runes or our skills or whatever. Let's take a quick look. Oh, no. Where's like the... I don't know how to finish that sentence. This. Current level. Yeah, because this, you can also put XP into this. So, R1 to inflict 3 more stabs, embedding a series of bombs. That seems really good. And then the other one that I use all the time is this axe one, the Winter's Bite. And I don't have anything for this one yet. Oops. Increase in attack damage and greatly increases frost status applied. I really want this. I'm going to drop $2 grand on that. And then the next set is super expensive. So now the question is... Wait, hold on. No, that's just appearance. I don't care about appearance. And what are you telling me about this one? Furious Maul. Oh, that I could switch to this one? No, I like my big strength one. Alright, so we've done that. So, Blades of Chaos, if I wanted to do the bomb one, that would be another 2,000, and we get more bombs, which I'm supportive of, the more bombs. That's all regular stuff. And then Spartan Rage, there's no updates for, and then our... Yeah, there's the other thing we can spend XP on. Burst of Rage applies stun. I gotta say, I really haven't been using this, nor do I feel like I'm getting much out of it when I do use it. So maybe I should just use it more before I spend on upgrading it. The bonus to melee damage, what is the upgrade benefit to it? Upgrades the effect and duration. That seems really good. We might switch back to that, but let's now return to skills. And we're gonna go to... This would be 1500. While permafrost is full, press L1 and triangle to consume the meter and activate. I don't think that I usually get this, though. Attacks with far-reaching waves of frost for a duration. That's super cool for people that are better at not taking damage than I am. So I think that we're going to skip that for now. We'll get it later. Let's get the mod slots. So this is the Hyperion Pole. I use this almost as much as I can. Slight damage, great increase to staggered skill, great increase to immolation charge gained from skill. Oh, so when you do more damage with your blades, more flame buildup. And then once it's crafted, I think they said that you can switch freely. Let's go with the immolation. I like the great increases anytime that we see them. And I think that's... No, we can do this one as well. So this is Blazing Explosion where we blow them up. Greatly increases resistance to damage and being staggered during skill. The thing is, I don't know, I think I'd rather have the stun of skill. And by the way, can you now change it? Yeah, it looks like once you craft it, you can switch it whenever you like. That's very good to know. So basically we get a lot more versatility here. Oh, is it? Okay. Sure, and we'll pick up this. I do use it. It's kind of hard to know it because it always gets interrupted, but why not? We'll pick that one up too. Okay. And I think this is going to be where we call it for this episode, because for all I know, there's going to be another story beat on the other side, and I think I'd like to start the next episode with that. My bet is that we're going to reconnect with Tyr and decide where to go next. I've been thinking between episodes about how to handle revisiting the previous areas, and based on what we saw here, where it was a whole adventure with new dialogue and new upgrades and like unique combat challenges, until it's proven otherwise, if we have to revisit a previous realm like Midgard or whatever, I think we'll continue to do that on stream. As soon as it becomes go through the whole level to get one additional treasure chest, that stuff we might start doing off stream, just so that we can continue to focus on doing main story content or like major side quests like we did today. But we'll call it here. Let's go find somebody fun to raid. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode 6 of God of War Ragnarok, and we'll see you guys again very, very soon for the next one.